All right. I'm sharing screen for the schedule. All right. Today is September 10th and Tuesday. We have a online class 3 p.m. today. So, and today I have a chapter 2 and identify and program core values and developing a vision statement and mission statement and planning for the program evaluation. So weekly summary 2 is due on this Thursday. So please turn on your upload your assignment on your Dropbox folder. So I checked your assignment here. And Destiny, I received your written essay and weekly summary 1. And Maline, I got yours too. And Kaylin, I received the weekly summary and your written essay. And Tanea, and the written essay, I'm expecting you to upload the written assignment and weekly review. So,
I had emailed you my weekly review in your
okay.
email, and I had also asked you how do I get to my Dropbox because I'm only seeing your old class in my Dropbox. How do I go to
Ready? Okay, hold
this
on.
class?
Okay, good. And I need to check your yours here. And hold on. EDC 345. Sure. Yes, and I invite you, EDUC 345, admin of ECEE, Dr. Kim, for 2024. Yeah, please check your DSC email and accept my invitation. All right? And stay on the line after class, Tanea. So I will check my email record and your assignment. All right.
Okay,
Thank
yeah, I
you.
see it. I see the
Okay.
invite.
Okay, good. Uh, I'm sharing screen and the chapter 2 here. And today, and we review and chapter 2 and program core values and what is a vision statement and mission statement and how to develop evaluation plan for the program success. At first, and core value and NAEYC provide the and code of conduct for the early childhood education program. So based on their assumption, and core values express the foundational and fundamental and essential belief that guide every aspect of and center's operation. And also core values and begin by considering uh, key concept and keyword for the centers and philosophy. It is familiar with some theories such as a child-centered view from John Dewey and parent-family community partnerships, pedagogista and atelierista from the Reggio Emilia, and learning by nature from the Waldorf schools too. So through this chapter, we have a chance to understand about why core values is critical and how to apply for this concept to your center and philosophy and vision and mission statement. And I already mentioned that NAEYC Code of Conduct and Ethical Conduct provide the foundation for the professional core values for the field. Through these core values, and we have a chance to decide if it is appropriate for the children, for the family, for the community, and also we can reflect our center's philosophy of teaching and learning, and several views about diversity and low-income families and any other, a subculture inside of a family and community too. I introduced shortly about the maturationist view. It is from the Jean Piaget and maturationist view from the Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and it is based on innate goodness view, and they believe that children and they have a potential to be developed. So, based on this assumption, and Vygotsky created the concept of scaffolding and supporting system for their potential too. Also, maturationist view developed largely and biological and genetic. So they believe that children's growth and increased maturity are natural processes that unfolded over time. And John Dewey and Jean-Jacques Rousseau and any other early childhood education and frontiers, they believe that teachers should not have inappropriate expectations. So we call it is a Pygmalion effect. And when teacher and parents have an expectation for children's potential, and we can guide them, effective ways to reach their learning goal too. And behaviorist, and they believe that environment is most critical part for children's learning and develop. And behaviorist teacher and invite the token economy and reward and punishment system between stimulus and response, and make finally reinforce the behavior too. So they believe that newborn baby is empty bottle and empty slate. If you fill up with the water, it is water. If you fill up with the beer and wine, it is a beer and wine. So, and they believe that well-prepared environment and well-organized environment encourage them to reach their learning goal. And there are several limitations of behaviorism. So, and there are some pros and cons regarding behaviorist approach. And learning defined by observable behaviors. Success depends on system and reward and punishment. So Dr. Skinner added the operant conditioning and operational conditioning and the other word. So, and she believed that reward, and through the reward and punishment, they can reach, and develop the effective teaching and method too. Teacher rather than the child is viewed as the source of knowledge and fund of knowledge and understanding too. The other approach, I already mentioned that Piaget and Vygotsky, and they are under the constructivism and society. They strongly believe that children learn by interacting with the people that things their environment. So, and social constructivism, and such as Vygotsky, and he argued that, he argued that zone of proximal development, we call it is a ZPD, and potential area to be developed. So how to find ZPD from your classroom settings, and how to organize and your curriculum and teaching method and materials based on their zonal proximal development level. And then they support and guide through the scaffolding concept. Also, and Vygotsky, he highlighted the important role for the culture and language and inner speech too. Psychosocial theory by Erik Erikson, he believed that social interaction and social interaction is more critical than sexual desire and libido from the Freudian society. Through social experience and each child, and they develop their personalities and mental health and social relationships, even physical and cognitive development too. Erik Erikson categorized the 8 stages involving conflict that mark a developmental turning point. At last, Yuri Brenner, and he created the ecological system theory. We call it is an ecological model or system theory. So he categorized the microsystem and mesosystem, ectosystem, and macrosystem, and chronosystem based on children's relationships. For example, microsystem is a core system of these layers. So, a child develop their social relationships based on system. Mesosystem, they're interacting with the family members, peer groups, and the teachers, and adult and significant others, and local communities, school is mesosystem, and the ectosystem and the macrosystem, and the cultural perspectives, and local, government, and more bigger size of a system, and they argue that. Finally, and Yuri Brenner defines contributions that interconnected system of a relationship make children's development, he believed. Move to the attachment theory by John Bowlby, and they believe that their assumption is based on the ethological animal studies, such as Conrad Lorenz. Conrad Lorenz believed that imprinted concept, first seen and first object, first seen as a major caregiver. So, and first experience is most critical part. We call it is a critical moment or imprinted concept. Inside of psychology and education, we call it is a primary effect. And, first, fix the concept and stereotypes and prejudice is a part of them. So finally, attachment theorists, they believe that most critical part between major caregivers and babies is creating physical and emotional bond. We call it is attachment. Through the touch, we have a healthy concept of attachment. So higher self-esteem and self-confidence increase the social competence too, and school success, and physically and cognitively and socio-emotionally. So we reviewed several theories regarding early childhood education and admin inside of chapter 2. So we move forward the vision statement and the most core values of your community too. So cultural diversity, demographic, and the social economic characteristics of your community and family members too. Program's core value is based on the NAEYC Code of Ethical Conduct. So, and which key concept and keyword is necessary for your future center. For example, love, affection, effective teaching, and well-prepared environment, well-organized environment diversity, and some technologies, and outdoor activities, sports and physical, education. So you can bring some key word for your future center. It is a part of our core values inside of your teaching philosophy too. And vision statement. And we sometimes confused with what is a vision statement and what is a mission statement. Vision is a bigger picture, right? We call it is a television, right? Vision. We see the larger picture, bigger picture, a clear, a concise, and inspirational and easy to remember view about programs, master plans accomplished in the future. So vision statements generally have three components. We must describe why your program exists, why we are here. It is the same, and who it serves, and what it will achieve in the future. What is our goal and the aims and object for the future and your center. However, mission statement. Mission is a part of mission possible, mission impossible. Mission is a part of accountability and responsibility and mission. We have a responsibility to serve our student, guide them, lead them to become a healthy adult, right? And physically, cognitively, and socially, emotionally. So when you develop the mission statement, you must describe what you do and who you serve, why you do and what you do. And chapter 2 recommend to avoid the jargon in your mission statement too. It should be clear, concise, and easy to remember. It is the same as vision statement, easy to remember, and concise, clear, right? But I figured out major difference between mission statement and vision statement. When you planning for the program evaluation, you adopt assessment tools, questionnaires, some guidelines, and the standard from NAEYC or CAPE standard or state government and education standard and the national standard and guideline. So strategic plan process is based on the creation of plan to assess program success. Inside of DS Lab School, and they adopt the questionnaires and the measurement scales to measure children's physical, cognitive, and language and social emotional development too through the CBS, Children's Behavior Scales. So it is a part of evaluation for children. Also, NAYC provide some measurement scales to measure the quality of a center. So there are two types of evaluation you see inside of chapter 2. First one is a formative assessment. Second one is a summative assessment. Formative assessment refers to contribute to the program effort and continuously improve their quality. However, summative approach, summative evaluation, usually, and typically used as accountability measures, providing information to external funders and the regulatory agencies and children and family about programs' effective and impact. So please remember two types of evaluation for the center and overall and curriculum, teacher, children. Formative approach and summative approach and assessment. Program assessment evaluate quality by focusing on program input and output. And program input when you put in children's experience and while in care, for example, output that measures the impact of the program had on children's achievement, right? And how to effective partnerships you build between home and school and community and other stakeholders. For the NCLB No Child Left Behind and the Head Start program, they also have a assessment scales and measurement scales to measure the effectiveness of their program. So sample of assessment tools and the CCIS and the caregiver interaction scale and the assessment profile and early childhood education program and classroom assessment scoring system and class CLASS and environmental rating scales. And through this ELS scale, you can measure and evaluate some ventilation, circulation, light, and indoor and outdoor play area and safety issues and some age appropriateness for the toys and materials. So we can check environmental rating scales, ELS we call. And preschool program quality assessment instrument. So we call it is a PPQAI and program admin scale, PAS, and second edition. So we have some sample assessment tools and provide and other sample of assessment. And for the children's developmental screening tools and age and stages questionnaire, I am familiar with this scale once I used for this one. And the ages and stages questionnaire too, and the updated version. And the BDI and developmental inventory. So these measurement scales measure the children's development and physically and cognitively and social emotionally. And DIAL, developmental indicators for the assessment of learning, and fourth edition. The last one is assessment for the children know and able to do, and learning accomplishment profile, and third edition Peabody picture vocabulary test. It is a measuring for their language domain. Test of only reading ability, we call it is TERA 3. Okay, so we shortly review and chapter 2 deal with the core values of a center and NAUIC Code of Ethical Conduct and why they provide these foundations for the professional core values for the early childhood education centers. And maturation view and Jean-Jacques Rousseau and standardized test and Arnold Gesell and Stanford Binet test is based on this maturation view. Behavioralism and tabula rasa view. There are three different kinds of views about children. First one is original sin view, and second one is tabula rasa view. The other one is innate goodness view. Second part, tabula rasa view, children as empty slate and empty bottle, and behaviorism. Stimulus plus response make up reinforced behavior. So, and they have limitations for the behaviorism. Constructivist view from the Piaget and Vygotsky. Sometimes we invite the Bandura, a social learning theory or social cognitive theory. And Vygotsky, created the concept of scaffolding and zone of proximal development. Psychosocial theory by Erik Erikson, and 8 stages of a lifespan, and each stage has a critical aim and goal to achieve. Ecological model, Yuri Bronfenbrenner, and create the system of layers and the microsystem, mesosystem, ectosystem, macrosystem, and chronosystem, layer of a system they define. And attachment theory from the John Bowlby, and based on the imprinting theory from the Lawrence. So they create critical period, higher self-esteem and higher self-confidence, increase the social competence based on the physical bond and emotional bond. We call it is attachment. And value of your communities and culturally, linguistically diverse, family background. Core values based on the NAUS Code of Ethical Conduct. Vision statement must be clear, concise, and inspirational, easy to remember view. However, vision statement, the bigger picture, and roadmaps, why your program exists, and who is served, and what it'll achieve in the future. However, mission statement, same as a clear, should be clear, concise, and easy to remember. However, it is based on our responsibility and what you do for your children, who you serve, and why you do what you do. And formative assessment, summative assessment, two types of evaluation for the center and children and their outcomes. Program input and output. And I provide the several measurement scales for the center and children's outcomes and children's achievement and cognitive achievement too. All right. It is a summary of chapter 2. Okay, back to the course here. I'm sharing screen for the schedule. All right, we successfully finished the chapter 1 and 2. So please don't forget weekly summary and chapter 2 by this Thursday. And next week, we have a Tuesday online class. Thursday, online assignment. Marlene, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you are the presenter of chapter 3 and next Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, so September 24th and Tuesday, 3 o'clock online, and 26th online assignment. And Destiny, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
And you are the presenter of chapter 4. And also, please prepare issue presentation. So, an issue presentation, a 5-minute presentation. And issue presentation, one more time I explain. Administrative issue presentation, 5-minute long. It is 10%. And you will present a 5-minute presentation from news and current event, articles, movies, books, and any other resources regarding U.S. educational hard issue or admin issue in early childhood education. So you must demonstrate clear summary of a topic and why you choose the topic, and this issue is critical for early childhood education. And finally, you provide your own subjective statement, your personal ideas and your comment and solutions, suggestion, and educational implication. And you must keep in time, time limit within 5 minutes. Do not exceed the 10 slideshow. So please upload your PPT file before 24 hours before the class time. Okay. After that, we have first the field study, and so you do not need the EFE. It is not EFE. So it is unofficial field study. When you conduct your EFE observation hours from the practicum class, you can collect data with by packet. So when you go to the EDUC 345, and you will find the sample assignment and packet here. So final project and the weekly review and weekly summary. And I will send the observation packet for your field study before the 6th week. All right. Thank you so much for coming today, and I will see you on next Tuesday. And also, if you are taking and the practicum class, and see you 10 minutes later. All right. All right. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.